Just shout out to Harry. Just that little deflection just made it just pop up in my hands. And I think after that, once the ball in my hand, my goal is to go score. So, I think once I broke that first tackle, 6.
It looks like you guys collectively as a defense are really attacking the football with that peanut punch. Is that something you guys have been working on in practice? You guys have a lot of conversations. You guys have really nailed it.
Yeah, shout out to Flo. All week he's just been telling us, just get back to Vikings football. They led the league last year in turnovers, and we just want to go out there and showcase our talent and put on the show. So I think we did pretty good this week.
As far as the defense go, what was the conversation as the week went along in preparation? You looked at the tape. You guys did not play very well a week ago today. So what was the conversation, the preparation like this whole week as you guys came out here and dominated?
First thing first, just go out there and just stop the run, coming off of last week and just understanding their premiums and T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. And really just whatever call coach gave us, just focus on, being in the right spots and making those plays.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Isaiah, did you realize, and I don't know if they told you, you're the first player in NFL history to have 2 defensive touchdowns and 2 forced fumbles in a game, and you did it in the first half.
That's crazy. I was shocked when I seen it on the big screen, but that's all credit to the scout team throughout the week. They just prepared me throughout the entire week, just focusing on my cues and just going into this week, so I had to feel any type of discomfort or anything like that. So I just was very comfortable going into the game.
I know, Ben, had you just take us through that thing, but when everyone was blocking for you, running down the field 87 yards, take us through that. What did that feel like? I
just wanted to go get in the end zone, and just hearing the crowd just get louder and louder the closer I got, and looking at the jumbotron, just trying to see who's chasing me and things like that. So just trying to get in the end zone.
What's the emotion when you cross the goal line for the second time?
Trying to go get another one. I was saying after the first one, I promised my coach I was going to bring him the ball this week, and I told him I kept the first one. And I went back to him, I said, my bad, I'll bring you another one, and went and got the second one. So I just told him I'd try to go get another one. But
you also knocked down the jump ball from T. Higgins too, right? You were all over the place.
Yeah, just trying to make plays, just trying to have fun, and just love the game and enjoy it.
When you forced the fumble with Chase, was it a surprise, like, dang, it happened again?
Nah, it was. I've been telling everybody on the sideline, like, I'm not done yet. So I think just going out there and just seeing the ball right there, that was my moment to take one of the shots at the peanut punch. But we just had a day today.
Did you sense you were going to have a pretty good game? I mean, earlier in the week in the locker room, we're like, I need to play better. I have to play better. Well,
I've been saying it all week. I got messages to prove. I just been saying I just want to play better. I just want to showcase, who Isaiah Rodgers is and who Isaiah Rodgers can be. And that's just shout out to the guys throughout the week. I think in this league you win throughout the week, and it doesn't really just matters on Sunday. I think whatever the preparation throughout the week we had this week, and it all just showed on Sunday.
You mentioned Harry. Obviously, he tipped it, but what was it like to have him back there?
Pardon me?
What was it like to have Harry back out there and just kind of being out there on the field, get that tip for you?
I was excited all week, just seeing him finally put his helmet back on, and just I think that moment him running out the tunnel just gave us a lot of hope, and just understanding that he's just not taking the game for granted, and you never know, when his time is going to come. But just seeing him out there and just hearing the fans, scream for him, just know how much it means for the city. It was huge.
What did Brian Flores tell you after the game?
I told him, that's why I came here. I want to be a part of the defense and, create turnovers. And, that's why they brought me here. And he knew why I came. And, we just displayed it this week.
In the context of your career, I mean, you've had some ups and downs. I mean, just I don't know if you even had time to think about it in those terms, but, I imagine it's pretty special. I
just knew once I finally got my shot, whether it was, year 6, year 10, whenever that time come, I knew I was going to be the best Isaiah Rodgers I could be. And I just got to continue. I feel like today wouldn't matter if I don't respond next week, and continue to keep going.
Isaiah, those moments on the sideline where the camera finds you and the crowd goes nuts, what was that like for you?
Just trying to give the fans, more plays and more moments, just stack the day. So, I just want to keep going out there and continue to build a stat sheet.
Isaiah, Flo said, months ago that he's had his eye on you since UMass. Have you talked to him about, how long he's been on your case?
Nah, I think I just focused on the now and understand, it's perfect timing for everything. And I think it's no better moment for me to come this year than any time before rather than that. But, just happy he brought me here this year.
What's it like for you with the atmosphere out there last week? It was pretty disappointing for you guys getting it rolling and seeing the atmosphere in the bank today.
Just as a team and as a defense, we just wanted to come back and respond. So I think just us coming out there and creating those type of turnovers and, D-line getting to the quarterback and making him force first turnover. So, it's just all team defense.
What about the fans?
It was loud out there. It was loud. I couldn't really hear the calls and things like that, but shout out to my safeties, but make sure I got the calls so I can get in the right spot.
Isaiah, the interception was the longest pick six by Vikings players since 2016 when Xavier Rhodes went 100 yards.
That's actually my mentor, which is crazy. We played together in Indy, and he was here today, so I'm definitely gonna reach out to him.
on the punch out.
Wait, which one?
Good point. The one you scored on. I mean, how unusual is it for you to be able to punch it out, punch it to yourself, and score?
We had a turnover drill this week on practicing punching the balls, and I just looked at the pit of the elbow and seeing that he kind of had it a little loose, and I wanted to take my shot, and good timing.
How about the elbow?
Just same thing, exact same thing. Yes, it was one of those chase down where he don't see me, so just had to go make the play.
I think you said you were inspired by E-Wills last week, right?
Yeah. I told him on the sideline as well, and I met his mom pregame, told her he's a baller, and full circle moment right there.
Isaiah, weird question. Anything different about your routine today?
Nah, I kept the same routine. I enjoyed throwing the ball with the fans. I have the same routine every week. I didn't change anything. I probably changed my playlist a little bit, but other than that, I just kept the same thing going.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. That's all we have. Things Isaiah was doing out there today.
It made it easy for us. They just sucked the soul out of them. Those 2 touchdowns and just the forced turnovers. It's just fun seeing our defense just fly around. Just practicing against them all training camp and seeing it out there. D-Flow, he's a really great coach, and I'm grateful that we have him on our side for sure.
How important was that first drive? I mean, just you guys lose the coin toss, get the ball, but you go right down the field and score.
That's how we draw it up. All 11 doing their job, and I felt like that's what happened. And just that momentum, the defense fed off of it, and they did their thing today for sure.
Which you probably already asked us, how was it for you to get out there, get your hands in the dirt, finally get back in there?
Oh, man, it's a real feeling. Like I was telling them earlier, 332 days since my last game, and just being able to go out there and play against the wrestlers that I was playing against, Trey, I got a lot of respect for him, man. He's one of the best in the game. But just to go out there and get that result that we had as a team, it felt amazing.
But individually, I mean, Trey was a non-factor today because of you.
I mean, it's just the way KO drew up them plays, and yeah, it was a great team win.
What can you say about Jordan Mason, the way he ran today to open it up for you guys?
Man, I remember him last year coming here, playing against him, just watching him, just the way he runs hard, and we just got to give him space, and that happened today, and hopefully we can keep doing that.
And all you need to give him is a little bit, because like that touchdown, he went right through the middle.
He's just bouncing off of defenders. He's a big back, and he's hard to get down. It's just fun playing in this offense.
I know you mentioned Xavier as well. Obviously, of course, you guys want Aaron back.
Yeah.
But there's clearly a lot of depth in that room.
No doubt. And you can see his game from the preseason. He's very special. He's unique as well. This his ability to jump cut and just read the offense is special. Like I said, it's a ton of fun playing him.
Rest and feel like yourself back out there?
I felt like myself. Just getting those first 2 drives out the way, I really felt like after that sunk in, and it was on after that. So it was fun.
What can you say about Carson, who really didn't really have much time to prepare, kind of thrown into this? We know he's a veteran, can handle it, but what did you see in him?
Very composed. He told us yesterday, let's go out here and have fun. And that's what we did today as an offense from that first drive all the way to the end of the game. Just having a run game allows everything just to calm down for him, for us, and just protecting him. Just doing the best of our ability, just allow him to make plays, and that's what we did today. Thank you.
Personally, it worked out. I think it was a good swing for us. Go up 2 scores early.
Harry, how good did it feel for you to be able to take that and then have it lead to that touchdown?
Yeah, I was saying it was fortunate that I couldn't catch it, and because I don't think I would have scored. Zay's like the fastest guy on the defense, so it worked out perfectly. Yeah.
Looked like you were looking for someone to block on that return.
I was just making sure that there was a couple skill guys. You normally want to block the skill guys, and fortunately they were right next to me, so I didn't have to run too far.
What can you say about Isaiah too? Making NFL history, 2 defensive touchdowns, 2 forced fumbles, even knocked down one going for Higgins. He was kind of all over the place.
Honestly, that PBU was probably maybe not the punch out was probably the best play, but that PBU was very good, especially against a guy like T. Higgins, who's normally coming down with that ball. So yeah, it was, and there should be an asterisk next to that record because that was just 1 half. That wasn't even a game. So, it's just awesome to watch.
Yeah, he said, what was he thinking after that second one? I want to go for a third one.
Yeah, of course. We're all greedy in here, so everybody wants more.
What can you say about watching on the other end when you see a guy like Jordan Mason have the game that he did to open up the running game?
Yeah, running game is a defense's best friend. And when we played him last year, I'm going to be honest, he's from Tennessee. I didn't know that much about him. I tackled him the first time, and I was like, who is that? That hurt. And when we signed him out, I told KO, I was like, I'm so glad he's on our team because I know his impact, just his physicality, and he's got great vision, can cut really well. Like, he's just a very good player, and it's obviously very fun to watch as a defender on the sideline.
And how did it feel for you to be back and in action?
Yeah, just good to get on the field, fly around a little bit. There's nothing like game day. It's a blast. It's obviously great when it goes like it did today, but that's what we're looking to do.
Thank you.
I mean, football is just in so many different waves and stuff like that. You just got to be able to weather every single storm. But we started fast, and that's the thing we try to preach so much is start fast so we don't have to be in those tough nitty-gritty games at the end, stuff like that. So, but outside of that, man, it's been great. I mean, the energy's been good. I can't complain one bit, man. As long as we just continue to just stay together, these results going to happen.
So you felt like the week, like you felt good about everything leading up to.
Yeah, I don't know who said something. It was I can't remember. He's not in here right now, but he said it was. I think it might have been Alec. He said it was the vibes was off. No,
no, it wasn't.
No, I know it wasn't you. I'm just talking shit. But nah, it was the other guy in here. He was shorter. I can't remember his name, but he said the vibes was off this week. Completely false. The vibes, just because we're working and probably weren't in there at the same time you guys were in there. I don't know why he would put stuff out like that. The vibe is good. The vibe is just because we're even killed and ready to get back to work does not mean the vibes are down. We just understand that, listen, we didn't like that performance last week. We put our head down. What do we look like coming here smiling for and dancing for and talking to all types of energy when we just put out that performance last week? So anytime we get a dub, that's why we're trying to just make sure we stay at this point so we don't get to those opportunities like that. So we just try to stay here on this upward trend.
How good was the tackling today?
Much better, much better. Obviously, we just made that, like I said, another alluding to last week. We took that as a chip on our shoulder, understood that, listen, we don't stop and tackle this guy with the ball, he's going to continue to have big plays. Obviously, he's not a Bijan back there, but we got to treat everybody like him. I'm glad that happened to us, honestly. And honestly, it happened early so that we know that, listen, guys, just because we run plays and it's supposed to happen, that execution aspect comes after we get to the play and get off the block. Now we got to actually make the plays. So I'm glad that happened for us, and it's a good learning experience.
Isaiah said,
felt great. No, it felt great. I think that's what we want to do is start fast. And we get 5 turnovers starting like that, it just puts the offense ahead so that way they don't have to just feel like they have to go out there and do so much. Here, just take the little nuggets that we give y'all. Same thing, we just want to continue to give them opportunities, and I think that's what happened tonight.
Jonathan, Isaiah said he was inspired last week by E. Will's punch-out and that you guys have really been practicing that. How impressive was he today?
He was awesome. I think E. Will, you got Zay. Who else got a punch-out? Don't tell me. Theo had one. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Jay Red might have had one on the one right before the half when he just fumbled the ball. I didn't know how it happened, but it's just been a point of emphasis, I think, around everywhere in the league. Everywhere in the league is just like, if you get the ball out, and that was the wrong phone. But you get the ball out, to change the game for sure.
JG, sorry you already answered this, but how did you feel that feedback out there today?
Oh, it was great. I think he got 2 sacks today, right? On the stat board, yeah, he got 2 sacks today. That's great. I mean, anytime we get him back in, get his juices flowing, get him added back to the unit, it's another guy that just has his expertise, and you already know what he's capable of, his playmaking ability. So easing him in there was really good. I feel like the plan was good for him. Now we're just going to continue, like I said, with him as well. Keep building, and obviously can't wait for him to have that game when he takes it over too, because he's definitely coming for sure.
Yeah, doing great. When you win like that, everything feels wonderful. No matter how your body feels or mentally how you're feeling, coming out with a win like that is very big, for the team and for, going forward, our confidence going forward. So I'm just most proud of our team of executing the plays. Last week I said we need to execute more. I feel like today definitely was that. Of course, kudos to the defense for getting the turnovers, getting the extra points. But I feel like everybody was flying around the field all day, and we was well ready for this game. So definitely kudos to this whole team of performing today.
Is that the true definition of complementary football?
For sure. I mean, when you have all 3 phases really working and putting up points and doing everything we needed to do, it's going to look like that, So it's definitely fun just going out there and putting up points like this and moving the ball, seeing the defense get turnovers. This is when a game gets fun and everybody enjoys winning like this. So we just need to continue to do it. Of course, feed off of this win going forward with the confidence and just putting that out there on film is definitely something that we needed to do.
What do you think about Isaiah Rodgers' game today?
Big time, man. Big time, especially when you're going up against a matchup like Jamar, T. Higgins. When you get those turnovers like that, a pick six, forced fumbles, taking that back for a touchdown. All of those are momentum plays and all plays that we feed off of as a team. So that definitely was big for us. And it allows us to be a little bit more stress-free on offense. We ain't got to go down and score every possession. They're scoring for us.
Yeah, but you started off fast. How important was that on that first drive to get down the end zone?
Yeah, very, very good. That's the first time, this season we started fast, coming out and just letting C. Wentz really, just pick and choose his players to throw it to. I feel like the game plan was very, very good, and C. Wentz really just led us down the field the whole entire game. So, kudos to him for stepping up in this role. He's not, new. He's not new to that, but it was a great job for him, stepping into that role and doing what he needed to do for us to get this win.
Justin, did you know anything about Isaiah before you got here? And then when he got here, I guess what has impressed you most just watching him?
Yeah, of course I knew of him. Went up against him. But for him to come here and carry on that same role and that same momentum, it's wonderful to see that. Just like Coach said, it's very difficult for a defensive player, especially in the secondary, to change the game like that. And he definitely did today with the turnovers, with scoring the ball. Those are the plays that we need, especially from our defense. So we just got to keep feeding off that, keep driving off that. But defense has been playing lights out lately.
Justin, that drive that Jordan had his first touchdown, you had that big play where he stiff-armed a guy, broke a number of tackles. I guess, can you just walk us through that play and your willingness to, create so much contact and stay up?
Yeah, I feel like, when people look at me, they don't really expect me to be as physical as I am. But that's the type of game that I like playing, that physicality, showing people that I might look this way, but I'm way bigger than what I look. So it's just about, setting that tone, setting that momentum. And, of course, I like to make the most of every opportunity that I get. So every yard matters.
Did you think you were going to score on that?
I definitely did. I definitely tried to, for sure. Definitely tried to.
What was it like having...
Did you get a chance to catch up with Jamar after the game?
Oh yeah, always, man. That's my dog. That's my brother. So, and I see the difficulty, on that side of the ball. I'm always a fan of football. I'm always a fan of my brothers that are playing. So, was watching them closely. Seeing every route that he's running, all of the plays that was made out there for him. But it's always tough, especially getting beat like this, away. It's very difficult. So I'm just glad that I got the upper hand this time.
I was just going to ask what it was like to have Christian back today. Both just to see him fight back what he did, and then how much of a difference that makes.
Big time. A player like that, we need out there on that field. Harrison Smith, we need out there on that field. He made a big play for the pick six. Just having players like that out there on that field is going to create so much more for everybody else that's out there. So it's great to see CD, seeing what he's been dealing with, seeing the hard work that he put in to get back out there on that field. He didn't rush anything. He didn't rush to come back week one. He was coming back whenever he was ready, and we needed him the most. So I'm glad that his first game back, it was a performance like this.
Justin, it wasn't you, it wasn't Jamar, it was Hawk with the gritty.
I loved it. If I can't do it, somebody else better. So I'm just glad that we've been really executing our plays, and we've been doing everything that we've been doing this whole entire week leading up into this game. So it just is great to see his excitement, see him see me, and then it was like, okay, it's time to gritty. That was pretty fire. But it's just great to come out with a win like this and execute the plays that we made out there.
Last two. Thank you.
Thank y'all. I appreciate it.
It's really fun. Anytime you get a chance to watch, especially a guy like Isaiah Rodgers, man, have the performance he has, and the team to have the performance that we had today is really special. We work hard. We do a lot of things to get to this point, and to see the things we talk about come to life is special. So, shout out to the team. It was a team effort today. It's good to get back on track.
crazy was that game by Isaiah?
Insane, man. I've never seen nothing like that. I'm still lost for words. Like, I don't even know what I've seen for sure. Like I kept thinking it was like practice. Like, ain't no way you touching the ball this much. Like, yeah, he kept scoring touchdowns. I'm like, ain't no whistle. Like, it was crazy. It was honestly crazy. But yeah, man. Every clip they show Isaiah Rodgers since we met him, since they've been showing clips from stuff he's done in the league, has all been making plays, man. He's a guy who you put him in a position, he's gonna find a way to make a play. And he was a great addition for our team. There's a reason why he won a Super Bowl last year. You know, when you got guys like that on your team who can make plays when their number's called, you can go a long way. So excited to have him. Excited to see what he can do, building on top of that. But yeah, that was some one-of-a-kind stuff we've seen today.
You all got fed off it, and you got your own pick too, right?
Yeah, I was saying that they out here giving gifts. I got to give me one. So I'm just happy to be one of the guys who came out with one today, because it was definitely one of those days for these defense. You know, we've had a lot of those over the past couple years where we just start racking up turnovers. So it was good to be one of the guys who ended up on the good side today.
How did it change your room to have Harrison Smith back?
A lot. Just the confidence and the poise throughout the whole room is special. I mean, you got game-changing players. You know, you can never have enough of those guys on the field. So you bring a guy like Tutu back in the atmosphere like we have here at home, in the place where he's built and you know, he's ran his legacy. So it was definitely great to hear the crowd, you know, jump up for him when they called his name running out the tunnel, and for him to get back into action and get to business. So yeah, it's always great to have Tutu, man. I can never say enough great things about him.
Josh, with the speed Isaiah has when he gets his hand on the ball both those times,
he was jogging.
Pretty confident.
He was jogging. He was jogging. I was running for my life. He was literally staring at the offensive players. Like, you can literally look at his eyes. He's staring at them, knowing he's just gonna outrun them. Like, he hasn't ran full speed in the first 3 weeks of the season yet. So if you think that was his fastest, no, he has different levels. I had the luxury of playing against him when he was a kick returner too, so I got to see his true speed. He's a guy who can fly. So yeah, as soon as he grabbed that ball and we seen he had 2 feet on the ground, we knew he was scoring. It was just a matter of, could we get our breath back on this next drive, because I was dead. I was dead tired.
You still need that block from Greenard on the first touchdown.
Yeah, Greenard on the first touchdown. I tried to get a block on Jake Browning on the second one. So yeah, it's a lot of running, a lot of effort. I mean, that's why we leaders. You know, we're trying to lead the way into the end zone. So yeah, well, it was fun though. It was a fun game, man. It's good to have that, especially early in the year. Build that rhythm, get in a rhythm as we head overseas this next week. It's gonna be crazy.
He was super fast with his hands too, though. The pluck up they had, like
with T. Higgins in the end zone, yeah. He been making PBUs and plays like that all season. Y'all know what our receiver rooms looks like. So he had a chance in camp to get a lot of plays like that where they just throw it up to the best receiver, and he got to find a way to make a play. So yeah, we've been seeing stuff like that from him all camp, but it was really nice to see him make those game-changing plays like he did today, and I'm sure he's going to be doing all season.
What was the celebration after the interception?
Just still trying to work on the choreograph. When you run down so many times like that, you get tired, man. Everybody's not into it. But hey, it's a long season, man. Where as long as we getting celebrations off, that's all that matters. I mean, Zay, we had celebrations playing for Zay, but he ran down there. He was so tired, he just ran back to the sideline. So, yeah, once we get going and this becomes a regular habit, we'll start making the celebrations better. For sure.
Sorry, what about the run game? What was so much better for you guys this week than last week in the run?
Execution. Simple, man. It was, I would say, Bijan's a hell of a player, but a lot of that was on us. I mean, he wasn't getting touched till he got to the second level too many times last week. So a lot of it was just execution. Today we executed all 11 at a higher clip than we did last week, and the results show up just like that.
Josh, does it